Hey everyone, I'm meteorologist Hannah Dennis, and there is a lot going on. Starting with today, we still have that heat advisory for majority of the state. In fact, it got extended until tomorrow night, so we could still be seeing some high heat indices across the state, and there is an excessive heat warning for that southwestern part of the state until 8 p.m. Monday as well. So we are going to continue seeing that high heat for one more day. You can see Monday is still supposed to be up in the mid 90s. Heat index is pushing 110 degrees, so it is still going to be a hot one. Things get better Tuesday though, and we will see a lot of improvement throughout the week. However, heat is not the only thing that we need to be concerned about now. However, once we get into the week, you can see that our humidity levels do start to go down, and that is going to make things feel more comfortable, but you can see that they are still a little bit on the higher side until we get past Wednesday. Now, as we go through the rest of the heat wave, there's just those things you have to remember. Drink plenty of water throughout the day, even once that sun goes down, because we are not getting to cool off as much as we have been able to. We're still only seeing our lows in the mid to upper 70s, so it is still going to be pretty warm and humid out even after that sun is down. Now, reapply that sunscreen every 2 hours and always check the back seat of your car. You don't want to have anything back there whenever you are in these temperatures, because it could easily get to dangerous temperatures in a matter of minutes. Now, we could see some storms across the state, and unfortunately, they do have the potential to be strong to severe. So this is the other thing we have to worry about on top of all of this heat. This is looking at 5 p.m. on Sunday. You can see as we push through, those storms tend to stay off towards the eastern side of the state, which is good news. That means not everyone is going to see this. However, things are changing on Monday. This is looking at 6 a.m. on Monday. You can already see a cluster of storms is wanting to enter the state. They start to come across, and a line of storms forms in Monday afternoon. This is looking at 2 p.m. Now, these storms have the potential to be strong to severe as they are moving across. 7 p.m. Monday, that's when things get to calm down a little bit. Everyone gets a little bit of a break, but you can see as we get to 10 p.m. on Monday, we are seeing some more storms, but they are also staying off towards the eastern side of the state. Now, as far as the severe weather outlooks goes, tonight we have a level 1 risk for majority of the state, level 2 risk for that eastern part of the state, because they are the ones that looks like they are really going to be seeing some storms tonight. Monday, however, things change. You can see nearly the entire state is under that level 2 risk, and we even have a level 3 risk that creeps into central Iowa. Now, the big threat with these storms that are be coming through on Monday is winds. We could see gusts up to 80 miles an hour with these storms that come across. Hail is a little bit low. We maybe could see some 1-inch hail with those storms, and tornadoes are also possible, but wind and heavy rainfall are the two big factors with these storms on Monday. So you got to keep that in mind if you have any plans on Monday afternoon. Now, tonight we'll get down to 76 degrees. It's another warm night, and those isolated storms are possible across the state. Monday, tomorrow, we're getting up to 95 degrees. We'll still have that high heat index, but then we'll have those isolated storms that start coming in, and they do have that risk to turn strong to severe very quickly. However, things get so much better on Tuesday. Still going to be humid on Tuesday, but we get back down to the 80s. Wednesday, less humid, low 80s. Getting so much better. And then you can see as we go on throughout the week, we keep those lower 80s, but our chances for storms do start to return as we get into next weekend and the beginning of next week.